Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks, and today we're going to take a look at the M103 Tier 9 American Heavy once again, because the last time I featured it, I didn't really have all the upgrades. I now have the final gun, engine, and tracks, although you don't really need to get the tracks, but it does help with some of your turning. So I thought, why not? I'm going to keep this tank in my garage permanently anyway, so might as well kit it out. They do have 4 pieces of artillery, which means in this tank I don't really want to leave the forest. Hello. Snap, crackle, pop on the Lorraine. I do love this wooded area because it does maintain our camo rating. I have 6th Sense loaded up for the commander, which means that nice fancy little light bulb will pop up to let us know when we've been spotted. So we can keep firing until we see that. And just hold the line here for now. Where's this guy going to pop? Anywhere? Nope, he's got that hill over there. How about this E75? We don't want to come out of too much of this cover. He's behind a building somewhere. I don't think I can get a piece of him. They rush the Lorraine. Got an IS-8. M103 looking to do some flanking here. T29. He's got that building cover. How about you guys? Anybody want to show themselves? They have shots on that angle. I have nothing in the woods here. See if we can come up a little bit here. Get in on some of this action. Still have nothing. Okay, they're behind that house. I have to peek a little bit more here. He's gonna flank around them. I wonder if that'll push them out a little bit more. They're just trying to rush. The thing is, I don't necessarily want to leave the safety of this forest because we do have an M103 going through the... Boom! There we go, E75, just waiting for it. That was actually close to hitting that 103, though. I didn't really see his silhouette. Where's this guy at? What's he? I'm not too familiar with that tank. But it looks like my shell is. We're still not lit, so we're good here. They might finish him before we can get to him, though. Oh, almost fired my shot. Alright. I would say that we probably have this game. Where's that 103? He's done. I'm going to go into these buildings here, try to work on the 29, the Yog Panther maybe. Hopefully I don't get nuked by artillery. They should be dealing with them now, at least annoying them long enough to buy us some time. T-28 prototype and Yog Panther. Panther's almost dead. There's the prototype. And we'll have some cover over here. Is he on the hilltop? Hit. No damage. Back out. Save on that repair bell just a little bit. Prototype's done. Probably won't get to the rest of the arty. Uneventful game for me. But a win without any damage to my tank. I'll take that any day over the ladder. Which, of course, means a loss. Maybe we can get some capture points. One point, 2, couple. I used to have a buddy of mine, well actually I still do have a buddy of mine, who was obsessed with the capture points. He thought that, you know, you used to get a lot of points for it, and no matter what, he would just stay in that circle. I'm like, look man, it's more important that we get rid of these tanks first. Alright, so anyway, moving right along. What do we got here? So last time we looked at it, again, I wasn't fully upgraded. I will take a look at the tech tree here and show you that this is the only thing I don't have. This gun is pretty fantastic. It is obviously a tier 10 weapon that you'll also get on the 11OE5. Quite the grind to get to it though, but when you do, it's so worth it. Trust me. Don't skip it. You won't survive. Engine was about 45,000 experience, I think, as well. Finally got that. Again, you don't need to have the tracks to mount most of this stuff. So you really want to get your weapons, turret weapons first. Don't bother with the tracks first. Go this way. And then once you are armed, you can, I guess, then go for the... I don't know if you need the... I think the load limit's good enough to get everything. But again, this is going to give you a couple more degrees a second in terms of traverse. You're talking 26 to 28, so it does help with turning your tank and maneuvering in general. Right now you can see, again, I have some perks loaded up. This is the way I roll. This is necessary. You have to have Sixth Sense. I think that's a priority, especially for a large target like this. Again, this turret just doesn't have the armor, you know, that some of the other American heavies are known for. And it's not a hull down tank. It's more for cornering and angling yourself around buildings and whatnot for cover. A peekaboo tank, a brawler, if you will. Good for city combat, I'd say. Because if you're angling, at most, the other tanks will have part of your hull, and this is where your armor's at. And it's going to usually bounce off of that, or you're going to just, you know, hit the tracks and not really do any HP damage or loss. So that's what it's good for. And you can pop out, take a shot, roll back, and good to go. The turret, though, I mean, this is easy to pen. Very easy, especially from all sides. And then on the top, Artie will refocus and nail you from above. Even if they're aiming at something else, they're like, ooh, an M103. I'm going to shoot at you because you have a giant turret. That is probably what I hate most about it, is just the literal size of this thing. But otherwise, it is still a fantastic tank. Once you get this gun... It's fun to play with. There's nothing that you can't really pen. E100s are annoying, though. I'll tell you what. Carry some premium rounds with you. Even though I hate premium rounds, I wish they weren't in the game. If they're only going to cost credits, go ahead and bring a couple just in case. I might work on some of my equipment. A lot of people keep telling me that the ventilation is becoming quite useless these days. I've been getting it because in beta it was almost like a must-have, and you know, even after beta that's what most people would go with. But now it seems like it's not as useful, so it's almost better to maybe just go with a laying drive. I might. It depends. The reload time is so long. I don't know how necessary this is actually going to be, which is why I have vert stab. But we'll play around with it and see how it goes. But let's get into another battle. Alright, so it looks like we're top tier on this one. And this is even a game, obviously you're tier 9, so you're going to be, you know, within proper tiering most of the time. I love games where they're tier 10 targets because it just means that if I am able to pen them, I get a lot of money and a lot of XP, and that's fine by me. I don't mind being the underdog in most of these games, which is why a lot of people complain about matchmaking, but it's really as good as it ever has been. In beta it was terrible, so you know, if you think the matchmaking in this is bad, it's not at all. It's just, it usually is matching you up based on the fact that your final gun is going to be able to do some damage on other targets within that range. So just look at it like, hey, if I pen, I'm getting some good rewards out of it. Alright, so in this one, let's think about it here. Where do we want it? Where's everybody head? I like to see where everybody wants to go first. Even split, maybe. Ferdinand's chilling. M26 is going this way. That's a bottleneck. I don't want to go that route. Got two GW Panthers that can... and an M41 that can mess with me, so we want to be careful with that. That T50 needs to go down before it hits artillery. Grab it. One shot in on him. Help out if I can. I don't think I can get to him in time. I think they'll light him. Can we see him? Where's he going to go? Oh, he's going for it. They got him. Everybody move, 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 move. Oh, we got to run. I'm such a big target. Run. Just move forward because that's all I can do right now. Yeah, relocate. I'd like to take the time to type, but I'm too busy trying to get my slow butt out of here. Let's go try to help these guys out. There's no guarantee Go over to here. Where's that? Oh, he's hidden over there. So I have some catching up to do. I was really worried about that T-50-2. Pulling a kamikaze on our artillery, but they didn't counter battery in time, so it's fine. We're going to help these guys out a little bit. Another Lion sighted up front. Golf 1. Alright, we see them all lit on the mini-map, so... What do we got back there? A Tiger as well. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to move and take the high road and try to come around these targets. The only thing I'm afraid of is running into somebody up top. But if I do, at least I know that my buddies aren't going to get flanked, and I'll hold them back for a little bit. I know I could probably maybe see if I can tango with the Ferdy, but I need to help these guys out. Coming around. If I can get around these guys, this is going to be fantastic. As long as they don't have somebody on the left. Hello. How you guys doing? Fancy meeting you here. The back of the turret through the hatch. Yeah, the Lion's like, uh-oh. He needs more courage. Just get him wherever I can. Don't take any chances in missing at this point. He doesn't know what to shoot at. He's like, mommy. That's that. Game over. Take a little bit more time to flank once again. Our team isn't necessarily doing amazing. We did take out some heavy hitters there, though. Alright, guys. Roll up. I'm going to take the high road once again, see if I can get some eyes into their base. I am worried about our flanks near our base, though. Getting some comments below. Appreciate it. But just a little busy right now. Because I think this could be bad if we're not careful. Hello, artillery. Oh, I hate you, crew. I hate you so much. Oh, snap. Super Pershing. I'm reloaded, though. Dang it. I should have went for the turret instead of the hull. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm so mad that that artillery didn't die to my fire. Alright, what are we doing? M26 is easy, but the Super Pershing, I might be able to go through his turret armor. And I do have some premium rounds that I can go through if I need to. Can he see me? He's trying to. Somebody's on fire. Oh, he put it out. What are you doing? Showing me side armor? Because that's a smart thing to do. Anybody behind me? Okay, a friendly. Good. I'm not going to reload in time. Maybe some of you guys can go ahead and distract. These guys are all weak, but... Oh. I don't know that that was necessarily a great idea. How do I... Alright, and if we can... See this guy right there? I'd rather make sure he's toast because his gun is pretty big. And... Okay, coming in around. What's he looking at? Oh, he's looking at me. Oh, and he misses. Alright. Well, should have went for the lower glacis, but I couldn't get a good shot off in time. And I'm going to move in just up to the base. I do believe we have this game. I do believe. And thanks for the comment. Now that I have some time to type. Where's the type? Just chilling over there. I think he's been scouting out since the beginning. I'm just going to grab some base capture points. And that's that. Alrighty, good game. That's a good game there. When you can pull off a successful flanking maneuver like that and help take out 2 heavies, that was fantastic. You know, regardless of tiering, that's the way it should be done. And I had a good opportunity there. Now, worst case scenario, I would have run into somebody on the top level and that would have stalled the tactic, but that's how you do it. Loving it. So that is that. Let's go ahead and do one more battle and see what happens. Ensk. Good old Ensk. Once again, top tier. So we are getting kind of lucky today. Many times you will see tier 10 games, of course. And like I said, previous match, I welcome that. You are just dealing with some harder hitting opponents. There's only one piece of artillery on this map. That's nice. Plus, this is a tough map for arty anyway, unless you hang out in the field, which, remember guys, if you're in a big tank like this, slow moving tank, don't go in the field. Stay within the city limits. In real life, in a tank, if being in the city or an urban environment is a nightmare because you have to deal with anti-tank infantry. But in this game, being in the city is great because there's a lot of cover from enemy tanks, so it works out. And of course, the artillery player is complaining about this map, as they often do. Oh well, deal with it. Because this is a classic map, in my opinion. I have no issues with it. But I don't play arty, so... Okay, while I am top tier, this is not a frontline tank. I don't recommend throwing it into battle willy-nilly. Alright, we got a lot of guys moving up, though, so I will support. I like to see sometimes somebody comes down this line and you get some nice, easy shots. But within the first minute or two, you can figure it out and bail. That T-29 is risking a lot right now. He's going in for an extreme flank. That T-34, I think, wants to chase him. I don't necessarily feel good about doing this, but... we are lit now. That's just some building cover. M26 on the flank. We are a little overextended. That object 704. Be careful. Oh, he's turned around now. There's another one into his side. Oh, somebody's on me now. Who is that? IS-8 maybe. Yeah. This one's gonna get hot and heavy, ladies and gents. That IS-8, pesky sloped armor. And that one, I think, bounces off the turret. Not sure. Anybody trying to flank us? Negative. There's a shot on that 8. Front, he's moving across. We're going to lose before we can... Alright, Object takes another hit. That guy's got some hit points on him. I think artillery might be trying to get at us, not sure. How's our 6? We're okay so far. One in the back of the IS-8. This battle could go either way, but if we take out some of these guys, it'll thin their ranks.
Our track is hit. It could break any minute. Penetration.
Who hit me? Oh, you did, didn't you? I'm gonna have to make him retreat. Come on, people just need to breathe on these tanks and they're dead. I just can't fire fast enough. There's another one down. And we've already caused quite a bit of damage to a lot of these others. My driver is out. What do we got there? KV. Can we get into that? Yes, we can. 496 for the win. Screw it. I can't stand my driver being out like this. It's driving me nuts. Tank's slow enough as it is. Actually, I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. It's a fast tank for a heavy, so disregard that. Be careful, though. All right. Where's everybody moving? We got some field. This left side is actually going to be better. We did a lot of damage at that engagement. We didn't take a lot of... we didn't get a lot of kills, but... I was just shooting at everything I could. I was like, alright, what's a target? There we go. KV5 and Ferdinand. You guys are about to have a bad day. Might be able to do this. Right into the lower hull there. As he just explodes into lovely bits and pieces. Can I go through this? I'm too big. Probably get myself stuck. Oh, just made it. Where's he at? Can I see him through there? No. Alright, somebody finish him. Poor guy. Alright, you both have fired your shots, so I'm crossing. Excuse me. Oh, what happened? We capped. Oh, he doesn't get to live? I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that we were capping. Forget capping. That's no fun. I don't even care if you get more points for it. It's so much more satisfying to eliminate everybody. He has, like, what, 5% health left? That's not fair. He needs to go, because he's just like, haha, I survived. That's when there's a certain time where it's just drive in and go get him. Go tear up his flanks, his weak spots, and let him have it. So, I mean, look at this. All this damage. That would have been a great double. I mean, look at the credit that I had made. Obviously, I had to pay for some damage, and that ammo is, of course, expensive, but... That's another really good games. Doesn't always happen, trust me. I have a lot of bad games in this thing. Indeed, I do. It's such a huge target. When you have arty parties with high tier arty, oh, I hate it. It's hard to play. Sometimes it's just a really difficult tank to enjoy when you run into the arty parties and the really big open maps that there's barely any cover. It just feels like you're bait, you know. That's it. So it's hard, and sometimes this can be a tank that you can only enjoy upon certain maps, and the map dependent tanks can be rough around the edges. But all in all, this is something that I of course have decided to keep, even if I do manage to get to the 11.0 E5, which is going to be a long road, but we'll get there one day. I'm actually probably more worried about having to try to pay 6 million credits versus getting to the getting the XP, because that I can get to eventually and convert. It's just 6 million credits, but within that time, you'll have more credits if I don't keep blowing money on different components. So that's it. Continuing on that path, I'd like to take a look at the 8.2 patch, because the Americans are getting another line of tanks, which will start from the M7 medium tank, which I haven't unlocked, so that might be difficult for me to go through, but it'll be interesting because the Americans are getting tanks with auto loaders, which I actually never knew existed. So that should be interesting to see how that works. You'll be dealing with some American hull armor, but some auto-loading turrets similar to what the French have. So should be interesting. I have a feeling that they'll be pretty popular, because a lot of those French tanks are popular now that people will get American tanks that can do the same at higher tiers. I think they'll be pretty popular. I only played them a couple of times, but hopefully I can get a video out showcasing that. I was going to do that today, but the server is down for some reason, or I couldn't connect to it. But hopefully I can get something out before it actually goes live. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on the next one.